Let me pull up my leggings. God, I'm gonna get so warm during this. So my AC is off. Whew. Oh, gonna get toasty. Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name's Amy, and if you're new here, currently I'm on the journey to a better, happier, healthier me. What that looks like for me right now is I'm doing a 16-week habit tracker, and I just finished week 2. So we're gonna talk about that. Then we're gonna talk about kind of what goals I set for next week and why I'm nervous about them. All right, so we're back with week 2. As you remember, week 1 was not that bad, not that great, but not that bad. But week 2 definitely went better. My goals for this week was brushing my teeth in the morning, movement in general, 1 full bottle of water.
I have no idea what happened to the clip of me saying that my last goal was my nightly routine. Don't know what happened to it. I don't feel like going through the raw footage for it, so I'm just gonna put this here. My 4th goal, my 4th habit that I was aiming for was my nightly routine, which consists of brushing and flossing my teeth, washing my face, and doing my nightly stretches. That's it. Bye.
And then 1 chore. So that was my week. And it wasn't bad. The habits that I kept the same was bottle of water, nightly stretches, movement, and then I switched up my face washing and my teeth brushing just because of what I was struggling with and what I wasn't. So for this week, we are able to color code everything, which I absolutely love. And I did. Let me tell you, I chose orange and blue for this week. The blue is, yeah, it was done in an ideal way. It was ideally done. That is how I would like to do it every time. And then the orange is, it's done. Might not have been done well, but it was done. So as you can see, a lot of blues, which is really, really good. The 2 things that I did ideally all week was movement and 1 full bottle of water. Both of those, absolutely did not struggle with that at all. Did it. I closed my rings every day this week. I got an ideal week with those. The ones that I struggled with was brushing my teeth in the morning, nightly routine, and a chore. And the 2 that I struggled with the nightly routine, those 2 nights, I was just not having good nights. I went a little too hard on the movement, and my nightly stretches just didn't happen. And then last night, which is that little square, last night I took a little drive up north, right? I went up north. I crossed the border, if you will, and I ate too much. And I was so full that if I was worried about doing my stretches, brushing my teeth, and washing my face, because brushing my teeth, I did not want anything else in my mouth that night, including a toothbrush.
Why did you phrase it like that? What the fuck?
Washing my face, bending over would have not been a good idea. And my stretches wasn't even on the table. But I did manage to brush my teeth, almost threw up 4 times, but that's fine. And I was able to wash my face. I did that because those are the 2 that I would prefer to do, especially because Saturday, me and my husband went and we did some volunteer gardening at a local park, and there was a lot of squatting involved. So my legs, definitely feeling it, hardcore feeling it. So that's why I struggled with those 2 nights. Brushing my teeth in the morning, there are 3 options. There's the ideal option, which is, yes, you did it just the way you want to, which for me, brushing my teeth in the morning is right when I wake up. Right when I wake up, I go in for my morning pee and I brush my teeth. That is the ideal way I would like to do this. So the oranges was, I brushed it within the morning, but it was maybe after I had breakfast, or maybe I'd been up for a couple hours, and I just didn't do it first thing in the morning. You know what I mean? Like, I just didn't do it right when I woke up. But I did it. I did it every day this week. I did everything every day this week, which is really, really nice. Again, we're just aiming for anything but gray. Because the gray is no, you didn't do it. And guess what? No grays. As you can see, as I've been talking about. The chores, I learned a lot about myself this week. Because what I consider a chore is not what I want to consider a chore. I did one thing every day. Every day this week I did one thing. Was I productive? No. No. And I think that's my downfall. Chores are definitely I'm just looking around at my messy house and my messy desk and like this looks pretty okay. But like that looks a little less okay. I found myself doing one or two small things and then being like, oh, that counts as a chore. Cleaning the bathroom counter, that counts as a chore. Doing one load of laundry, that counts as a chore. Cleaning up a table or organizing the couch, that counts as a chore. Cleaning up my desk, that counts. And no, they don't. They don't. They don't. So, I shouldn't have given myself as many blues as I did, honestly, when it came to chores. But the days that I did give myself blue, because I gave myself blue on the chore 4 days, which is Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I did well on those days because I did chores that I really, really hate. I did things that I did not like. And I was like, that's a success. And then the orange days, I just did what a grown-up's supposed to do and counted it anyways. Which I really need to not do that. So this week, I would consider it a success. I think it was helpful to kind of see what exactly I was struggling with, and it allowed me to change up my goals for this upcoming week. So this upcoming week, let's get to it. All right, weekly habits. Number 1, get ready in the morning. I wear pajamas all day because I work from home. And I am rarely on conference calls that I need my camera on. So I do not get ready in the morning. But I would like to change that. So get ready in the AM. That includes getting dressed, brushing my teeth, brushing my hair, putting makeup on if I want to, like putting a bra on, even though I hate bras, but like getting up and ready in the morning. 1+ bottle of water. I've been doing really good on my water lately. I have been getting 1 to 2 bottles in every day. I don't feel ready to commit to 2 bottles yet. So right now it's at 1+ bottles of water, which I'm fine with. The next one is 30 minutes of movement, because I found myself being like, yeah, I moved a lot throughout the day. Yeah, I'm gonna say I did movement, which I mean I did every single day, but it was not always 30 minutes. It was not consistent. I would really like to get consistent with that. So 30 minutes of movement and then 30 minutes cleaning. I'm replacing the one chore with 30 minutes of cleaning. I think that is going to be most beneficial to me to start with. It will probably up to like 40 minutes of cleaning or something. Just because I really hate cleaning. I really hate. These 2 are also really hard tasks for me to do. If you saw my last video, you know that I really, really struggle with time, mainly because I don't believe in it, but accept that it is a social construct that I am expected to abide by. So it was really tough for me to put 30 minutes of anything on this list, rather than like 1 chore, 2 chores, some movement. It was really difficult because now I'm like, okay, I work for 8 hours plus a half hour lunch. So add this hour of those 2 tasks, that's 9.5 hours. And then I try and get 9 hours of sleep at least, which I probably should lower that to 8, but I try and get 9 hours of sleep. That's 18 hours, which then leaves me 4 hours to do whatever. 18? That leaves me 6 hours to do whatever, but then I also have like other responsibilities and stuff that I have to do. And it's just like, it's not a lot of time. And that's what makes me panic. Because time is scary. Time is very fleeting. I don't know why I got this fear about time, but I do. And then my nightly routine, which again is just me brushing my face. Cool. And then my nightly routine, which again, if you remember, is just washing my face, brushing my teeth, and doing my nightly stretches. Those are what I am doing this week. I think I'm gonna definitely struggle with getting ready in the morning. I didn't do it today. I did half of it. I brushed my teeth. So I guess whatever color I pick, which I still haven't picked, whatever color I pick, getting ready in the AM is gonna get it, which means I don't get an ideal week this week, which is kind of a bummer because I'm going for the ideal week, but this is week 3. We have 13 weeks left. We have until the middle of September 2022 to get an ideal week. And I just want one ideal week. Just one. Just one. I think we can get more, but just one. Again, the bottle of water, I'm going to do great at that. That's going to be good. 30 minutes of movement. So, as I talked about last time, I got a bike. And I'm really excited. I did the research. We spent like $400 on a bike. Got a bike. It's a retrospect bike. It's so beautiful. I got this beautiful like eggshell cream color. The tires are brown. Like I got a matching helmet. Everything. It's so beautiful. But one thing I didn't realize, because when I was a kid, my parents got me a bike and I was able to just hop right on it. And I was like, oh, fucking score. I can just like ride around on my little bike. And it was great. It was wonderful. I didn't realize that my dad had to fix it up for me. I didn't realize that he needed to like adjust the seat and tighten the handlebars. I didn't realize any of that went involved. So when it first showed up, I was expecting this already done bike. I was expecting a bike all put together, and it was not. It was not. It came in a giant box, and when you opened the box, like there was the body, right? And then there were 2 tires that were not attached. And then the handlebars, again, not attached. The pedals, not attached. The seat, not attached. Cool. Cool. Got everything attached. Had to wait like 2 or 3 weeks because some of the parts that were on there just weren't going to work with me and what I needed out of it. So I researched and I ordered parts and I got everything I needed. Like even down to getting new bike shaft clamps. I'll show you what I mean. But yeah, we got it and I needed to do some alterations to it, which, you know, like is fine. We built it, all of that. But I wasn't able to ride it right away because we had some other things we needed to fix on it. Things just weren't going that great or ideally. So I had to do everything that I fucking could. I had to research bike seat clamps, bike seat shaft clamps. And I found this beautiful gold one. I don't know if you can see it, but I found this beautiful, beautiful gold one. It's like a leaf. I took my bike seat out. I measured it, I calculated it, I got it all figured out. I ordered one in the size it told me I needed to order, and it is significantly too large. So that's a bummer. I might see if I can use the pin. Actually, that's a really good idea because this is a much better... Anyway, we'll get into why I just had that brain fart there. But I had to order more of these. My handlebars weren't tight enough. I had to get an air pump because we didn't have one. I've had to get one thing after another, after another, after another. And finally, I was like, yes, my bike is ready to ride. Connor went downstairs with me. He was taking Tank out. I was gonna go on a bike ride. I was planning on being gone for like 2 hours. I took a backup battery for my phone. I was ready. The bike seat clamp, these things, which this is another one I ordered that, guess what? Didn't work. Bike seat clamp. This one didn't work just because I can't get it tight enough because my seat keeps slipping. So then I was like, okay, how do I do this? So I'm riding my bike, right? My seat keeps slipping down because the clamp is not tight enough. I can't tighten it enough. I cannot get it tight enough. I had to get a quick release seat clamp because I need to be able to raise it and lower it with ease because I am so short and my bike stand requires the seat to be tall. And me being small, it did not work. So I'm like, okay, I need to get a quick release clamp. Ordered some, didn't find any that worked. Ordered just a spare pin, quick release pins, because I was like, okay, if I can use the clamp, because with one of these you have the clamp and then you have the pin. I was like, okay, if I can use the clamp for that bike and just change the pin to it, problem fucking solved, man. So I did that, got it. I sat on it in my apartment. It wasn't slipping down. So I was like, okay, that's fine. So then on my bike ride, it started slipping. So that's problem one. Problem two is we forgot to tighten the handlebars. Dumb move. So my front tire was going straight, which your hands should be like this, right? Going straight, going ahead. Mine weren't. Mine were like this. I had to ride my bike like this while going straight, which made left-hand turns real difficult and real unsafe. So I've got like a mile from home and I had to walk my bike back because it was unsafe to ride. The seat kept slipping down, so my knees were going up way too high, which was not ergonomic or anything. Like it was unsafe to ride. So now we have to tighten my handlebars again, which is fine. But I started looking at how to prevent my seat from slipping. And I got a lot of like information about carbon fiber and carbon fiber seats, but mine isn't. Mine isn't carbon fiber. Most of the riding blogs have a carbon fiber body and a carbon fiber shaft. And I don't have either of those. Mine is alloy. It's not carbon fiber, and I'm not spending the money on that. So I'm like, okay, I need a gripping paste. I don't want to get grease, like bike grease, because that is to slip. I need a gripping paste. Gripping paste is really, really hard to find for anything that's not carbon fiber. And young Amy would be like, I'm just going to buy the carbon fiber one because it should work the same. But adult Amy is now reminding myself that no, Amy, certain things are meant for certain things for certain reasons. So you don't want to buy something that in theory works for another material because that's not the material you have. It could have literally the opposite effect. So I have that. And then I was like reading some other people's opinions and I found one that I'm going to try in cahoots with the gripping paste, because I did eventually find like a generic bike gripping paste that hopefully will work. But people take these clamps and they put like a nutted screw on there and they tighten this as tight as it can go around the actual seat post at the height that they need it. So this holds on to the post that sits on top of the like hole, so it can't slip down anymore because this is going to then be holding it. Don't know if it'll work, especially since, I don't know, I'm giving you all this information, you probably don't care. These have a lip in them, so they sit on top of the bike post hole and then your seat goes in it and all of that. So both of these have lips. There's another type of clamp that somebody recommended that is usually meant for like pipe fittings and things like that. So if the things I buy that should be here hopefully this week don't work, I will be trying that. If none of that works, I'm literally going to be going to like Home Depot or something and getting a very, 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 I'm going to be measuring how high I need my seat. Going to Home Depot, getting a very strong like steel tube, maybe a carbon fiber tube that is just big enough to fit around the shaft of my bike seat, my bike seat post, and not fat enough to slip down past the seat clamp, because then in theory it should be holding my seat at the height that I need it to, and it won't be able to sink, because the height that I need it at is as short as it will ever need to be. Nobody shorter than me should be riding my bike, because it is my bike. So that won't be a problem, and I'll still be able to like raise it and lower it as I need to. But so that was a big bummer. That was a really, really big bummer. I really wanted to ride my bike. The 10 minutes of fun I did have was fun. Was very, very, very fun. I did really miss riding my bike. But so that didn't work this week. I will probably be giving more bike updates as I fuck around with shit. As I fuck around and find out. Just because I find it interesting and I'm learning a lot that I didn't know that I needed to know. So, we'll see. I think that's all the updates I have for this week. I am excited to show you how this continues to go. I'm really, really happy and excited. I'm feeling a little worried about like the future of the habit tracker, and like, because all the habits I'm listing are really the only things that I want to like form habits around. So I'm like, well, is this going to be it for 16 weeks? Because if so, that's going to be like boring, you know? Like that's going to be a little, it's going to be a little bland. But I don't know. I have faith that I will enjoy it. I know that I was worried about not wanting to, I need to stop fiddling with that. I know I was worried in the past about not wanting to continue, and that I would flunk out of it, for the lack of a better term, and that I would give up. Because that's me. I stick with something for a week or two and I spend a lot of money on stuff and I don't often follow through. I don't think that's going to happen with the habit tracker. I was worried about it. It's still a fear, but I don't think it's going to happen. I'm really, really enjoying watching what I'm doing, how I'm doing, and having myself to like encourage me to reach those goals. I always worry whenever I go to do things. I'm always so worried and anxious, and I'm nervous, and what are people going to think, and what are they going to think about me, and am I going to be good at it? Am I going to succeed at it? What's going to happen? And tracking all of these things is one of the first things that I haven't had to worry about. I haven't had to worry about anybody else. I just get to worry about me and just me, and that's exciting. I'm happy about that. I'm really, really enjoying it, and I hope that you guys are enjoying this. I hope that maybe it encourages you to habit track, you know. I will definitely be doing another one of these come September, because September is when this will be done. This one. I'll be buying another one. I don't know if it'll be a 5 habit tracker. I don't know if it'll do specific things. I don't know what that next workbook is going to look like, but I am really, really enjoying this one. I recommend it so far. It's from the I Know collection, iknowcollection.com. I really like this one. Again, love the colors. I think it's cute. All the artwork is beautiful. And we'll go from here. If you liked this video, I hope that you like and subscribe. Send this to all your friends. If you disliked this video, please let me know in the comments, because you help the algorithm that way. If you want to annoy somebody, send this to them, and we'll go from there. Remember, you just lost the game. Have a great day. Bye!